Hey guys, it's your girl Bree back at it again with another fire look. Today I did a purple ombre inspired by my dress. So just let me know if you guys like this look, and also if you like content like this, definitely let me know. Like, subscribe, share, comment, turn that notification bell on, and let me know what you guys want to see in the future. And if you're interested in how I got this look, please stay tuned. Love you guys. Peace. Okay, y'all, to start off, I already did my eyebrows and put some primer on my lids. So today's video is mainly going to be focused on my eyeshadow, since my foundation routine hasn't really changed that much. And excuse my little breakout right here. Okay, so guys, excuse the sun. When I set up, it wasn't like that, but you know, shit happens. So but like I was saying, today's eyeshadow look is gonna be a purple kind of a pastel kind of vibe. I'm focusing mostly on my eyeshadow today, since you guys already know how I do my foundation, and my foundation routine hasn't really changed that much. Excuse the background and everything. I didn't feel like moving it. You guys know I am on my way to being 8 months pregnant, and baby, like, I'm trying to get this content out for you guys. I really am. So yeah, starting off, I'm gonna start off with, and this is gonna be a talk through, so I'm gonna actually show you guys what I'm using. So I'm starting off with this palette, and I'm gonna pick this color right here. I think this would be a pretty transition color, so I'm gonna pick this purple right here and just put it in my crease of my lids. So I'm using this little mirror, so if you see me looking over to the side or anything, it's because I'm using a little mirror. So yeah, just get a little bit, tap off the excess, you don't want too much, and then you just blend it into your lids. Now this look that I'm going for isn't going to be as dramatic as the look yesterday, so I'm not going to be using as dark of colors, but I am going to be layering different purples. So yeah, you just go ahead and blend it out like so. I don't know if you guys can see it. So yeah, I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Just go ahead and blend it out. Don't worry guys, when the sun moves from this area, you'll be able to see me way better. It's just that I didn't really feel like moving my whole little setup. Like, I'm sorry, but you guys are gonna get the gist of what I'm doing. I was gonna go to the beach today, but I actually didn't really feel like it. So I'm like, fuck it. I might as well get some content out there since I'm sitting in the house. Actually though, I do think I'm gonna wind up moving my ring light over just a bit. The whole thing is that my backdrop isn't gonna be able to cover that area. So let me just move it over. So just excuse that pile of clothes in the corner, because just excuse it. Like, so yeah, I'm just blending out this purple. Such a pretty color. And this is a simple look. It's not going to be anything too crazy. So once you're done blending out this purple, this brush here, it doesn't have a label, but it came in a brush kit, and I'm gonna take this purple now, the lighter one, and put it right above where that purple ends, and kind of blend it into my brow bone a little bit. So yeah, just take a little bit like so, and I'm gonna proceed to just blend it right on top of the darker purple, but just very lightly to blend it into my brow bone. And I already did my brows, but I do have to get them threaded. I haven't got my brows threaded in a while, so you guys don't have to excuse how they look. because I know my shits are crazy. So yeah, just gonna go ahead and blend like so. And I don't know what I put on my face today, but there is hella glitter and I don't know what it's from. I really don't. I put some moisturizer on my face, but I'm not really sure where the glitter's coming from. So maybe it was like on my hand, because I did do a glitter look yesterday, like last night actually. So maybe there's just like some leftover residue, I'm not sure. So yeah, I just blend it out ever so softly. And now I'm gonna go back in with my other brush, this brush here, and I'm gonna dab back into the first purple that I used and just add a little bit more to the crease. Just because I don't wanna lose that color. Just adding a little bit more, like seriously, like a dab. Now that you have that base and everything and you're looking all nice and like a butterfly, I'm gonna go in with this brush right here and I'm gonna pick a darker purple. I think I wanna go with the second to darkest purple, so this one right here. So I don't want to go too dark because I don't want to really, I'm gonna leave that the darkest for last because that's just how I do my shadow. So I'm gonna take this darker purple and I'm just gonna pack it right in to my crease, like pack it in right here on the outer corners. And you want to blend it a little bit, but you really want the color to be more concentrated in this area to create some more dimension. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other eye. I don't know if you guys can see. And just kind of like blend it down to the outer corner. See where I'm going with this? And now we're gonna go back in with this brush and just blend it in a little bit into the other colors to kind of create like a gradient ombre effect. And do the same thing on the other eye. I don't know why whenever I do shadows, it's like one eye always comes out better than the other, but whatever. So now to give a little pop of color, what I'm gonna do is, and I'm using probably this palette for my whole look, I'm gonna go in with this pink color right here, and I'm just going to add a little pop of color right above my crease right here. And just a little bit, because I'm gonna wind up blending it out. But I just wanted to add a little something so that it's not just purple, so that it has like a statement color, because I'm going to do a cut crease, so I didn't want it to be too purple. So yeah, just blend it in with the purple. It's gonna blend in really well. So yeah, while I'm here, guys, let me share a little something. So remember when I told you guys that last week I did makeup for this lady's party, and I put the pictures in my last video? So do you know that these ladies, okay, first of all, this is like gonna be a mini story time, because the way that they had me out there looking was just crazy. They told me and my friend, because it was going to be me doing one and my friend doing the other, they told us, and I'm just darkening up these corners, they told us that we needed to be there at 4 o'clock to do their makeup. Mind you, these are people that I never met before, so it's not like these are my friends and I'm like, okay girl, like, you know, if you get there a little bit late, I'm gonna let you slide. Like, no. So these ladies get here, whatever, not on time at all. Now I'm gonna go in with this Bright Lights palette, and it's I can't really show you because it's a little bit, it broke, so I'm just gonna show you the pigment. I'm gonna go in with this violet. It's like a violet bluish purple. It's really pretty. I'm just gonna go in right in the outer corners, right here, right below that crease, and just darken it up. So they tell us to be there at 4. Long story short, the lady wasn't ready. She was still cleaning up, getting ready for her party or whatever. So me and my friend didn't, and my friend is Dominique, by the way. We didn't wind up doing her makeup until around 8:30. So 8:30 comes around, she's finally done cleaning up, making her food. She took a shower, you know, she did everything that she needed to do. And now she wants me and Dominique to do her makeup. And I'll be right back because I have to get my cut crease color. And for my cut crease, I'm just using this Tarte Shape Tape in the color Fair. And there we go. I'm just gonna cut crease. So she winds up telling us to do her makeup at around 8 o'clock. 8:30 is when we actually started. So I had my ring light. Luckily for me, because it was so dark in her room, that she was like, "Oh, do you guys have a light, or is it too dark?" And I'm like, "I have my ring light, like whatever, like." Because I bring my ring light with me everywhere. If I do nails, if I do, just in case you don't know how people's houses are going to be lit. So long story short, we don't start doing the people's makeup until 8:30. There's mad people in the room, that's number one. Number two, it's freaking hot in the room. It is hot as hell in the room. Like, they had an AC and they turned the AC off, and I didn't really realize that they turned it off until I'm like sitting there like, well, why am I so freaking hot? And she's like, oh, we turned the AC off because somebody else needed to use a flat iron. Cool. So I'm doing my lady's makeup. Dominique's doing the other lady's makeup. I want to finish in my lady first, and then I want to doing the Dominique's client's eyeshadow. So I'm like, okay, like I'll do your eyeshadow, whatever. When I tell you that this client was so damn difficult, she was so difficult. Like, she kept, instead of just letting me do what I do and letting me do her eyeshadow, she kept complaining about stuff. And I'm the type of person, like, baby, like, if you're gonna complain like that, I'd rather just not do your eyeshadow at all. I'm gonna switch it up. I don't want to do straight purple. I'm gonna throw some blue in there. So I'm going into my Bright Lights palette again, and I'm taking the color Glitz, which is like a turquoisey blue color, and I'm gonna put that into my cut crease. So yeah, I'm gonna start off in the middle right here, because I might go a little bit lighter in the corner. But yeah, I'm just gonna pack it onto the middle right here. So she keeps complaining as I'm doing her eyeshadow. She keeps complaining, keep making suggestions, this and that. And it's like, lady, like, I get it's your birthday, so I was like, whatever you want, I'll do. But like, just figure out what the fuck you want. You're telling me to do 3 billion different things, and it's not coming out the way I want it to come out, because you keep changing the story. First she said, oh, you can do, I'm like not one of those people like my sister, because her sister wanted a natural neutral glam. That was the one that I did like the peachy tone for. She's like, I'm not like my sister, I want to stand out. So I was like, okay, what are you wearing? She showed me her outfit. She's wearing some pink also, so I gave her a pink eye. And at first the little line above the eye was white, but then she wanted it pink, and then she kept changing it. So then after a while, I was just like, you know what, you need to figure out what the fuck you want. Honestly, you need to figure out what the fuck you want so I can do it. So long story short, Now people are starting to come in the room. It's about 10 o'clock now. It takes 2 hours to do makeup, and it takes me, if I really want to like go in, like it's a birthday or a special occasion, it takes me 2 hours to do my makeup. So now I'm going in and I'm mixing this purple, the darkest purple, and the second darkest purple, and I'm just gonna go blend in the outer little corner right here. So people are coming in the room now and they're like, yo, can you hurry up? People are waiting for you, da 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 da. Mind you, now the lady's rushing me. First of all, lady, calm the fuck down, because I've been here since 4 o'clock. It's not my fault that you want to be doing everything last minute, cleaning up. Like, and that's the same thing my sister did for her party. She waited until the last minute to clean, to cook, to do everything. And shit was late. Like, but you can't blame me and you can't rush the makeup artist, because you know what's going to happen? Now my pregnant ass is getting frustrated. Now I'm ready to go. Period. Like, I'm ready to get out of here now. So I finished up her makeup. They basically sent somebody up to the room to watch my ass to make sure I don't take any of her stuff, which she didn't have anything that I would steal, and I don't steal anyway. So it was like, I kind of felt offended. So we leave the house. The next day, she hits me up, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying to open this bright light. So I'm going back into bright lights, and I'm going back for that same blue color. It's actually called Boom. So yeah, I'm going into Boom. So she hits me up and she's like, did you take the charger for my iPhone, like the box? And I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm sorry, like I left it on the bed or wherever it was. So she's like, oh, she hits me up like an hour or two later. She's like, oh, my daughter had it. No apology, no nothing for accusing me of stealing her shit. Then Dominique hits me up because I guess me and Dominique's makeup got mixed. So, and at the end of towards the end of it, Dominique was getting her own makeup, you know, separating our stuff. I was over it. So I was just like, girl, get your stuff out of the bag. Whatever you get, whatever's yours, take it and leave my shit in the bag so I can go about my day. So Dominique hits me up. She's like, oh, some stuff is missing. Do you have any, you know, stuff? And I'm like, I'm going into bright lights. I'm going to pick up Becky with this same brush. And I'm just going to go right into here. Right where I put that other pink. I'm just going to blend it out. So now Dominique's like, oh, some stuff is missing. So the lady hits me up now for the second time in a row. And she's like, do you have my foundation? Because me and my sister are going out. And, you know, if you want, can you drop it off? Or we could come pick it up. I'm like, bitch, I'm not dropping off shit to you. Because you live all the way in Jamaica. I'm all the way in Far Rockaway. Like, that's just not happening. So I'm going into this random palette I have, and I'm just picking this white. So I'm like, all I have is your pencil sharpener. God, I took it by accident. I have your sharpener, so if you want to come pick up your sharpener, you can come pick up your sharpener. I don't have your foundation. Your foundation is not even my color. Like, legit, you bought your foundation. And this is why I don't like using other people's makeup. You had your foundation because that was your color and you wanted me to use it. I don't have your foundation. And I just felt like it was so unprofessional the way that we were in that little ass room, cramped up. They were so picky. One thing I hate when I do people's nails or makeup and they keep looking at the mirror. Every time that I put something down, they're like, no, bitch, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna wind up fucking up your own makeup. And when it's fucked up because you're making me nervous now, I'm not gonna go back and fix it. I'm not. So now I'm going in and I'm just picking up this pink right here with my big fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna blend out everything so everything is nice and seamless. So yeah, what happened was she wound up making me nervous, and I wouldn't say her makeup came out fucked up, but it didn't come out the way that I envisioned it, the way it would have if she would have just let me do what I was doing. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my foundation and yeah, a couple face things. I'll be right back. Basically just didn't like the way that she came at me. I thought it was super unprofessional, and I was like, never again will I do. And it was a Jamaican lady too. Normally, see, I don't know much about Jamaicans and their makeup, but normally living in New York, the Jamaicans are always the ones that are like, they want the loudest makeup, they want the brightest, they want it to match their outfit, and that's what I try to give her. Not super bright. I didn't give her anything super bright, because she didn't say she wanted, like, she wasn't wearing a neon dress. If she was wearing a neon dress, I would have given her neon shadow. She was wearing a pink dress, so I gave her pink shadow. And she just complained about it the whole time. And then to accuse me of stealing your makeup, like, first of all, after you made me wait 2 hours, if you were my client, and I got this client from Dominique, if you were my client, I would have charged you $15 for every 15 minutes that you got me waiting. Cause time is money. I could have been doing anything else, and I did have other shit to do that day, and I put all my stuff aside to do this lady's makeup and her sister. And I just felt like it was so rude of her to come at me twice about taking her stuff when I told them to get their stuff, get whatever is yours, leave whatever's mine. But you know, for some reason people don't do that, and then they get upset when they can't find shit. Because I'm gonna tell you something right now, my first time doing my makeup since then was like 2 days ago. So I didn't even do my own damn makeup to even see what was in there. You feel me? Like, I'm pregnant. I have other shit to worry about. So yeah, that whole situation was just horrible. And I'm gonna have to, like, I was just thinking, if I'm gonna be taking this whole cosmetic thing seriously, I have to make a website so that people know, if you tell me to be there at 4 o'clock, the longest I'll wait for you is an hour, and just know you have to pay me for that extra hour. And after that hour, if you're still not ready and it's 5 o'clock now, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Especially if I have to be hot, uncomfortable. There's a billion people in your room coming in and out. Shit is dropping, falling on the floor, shit's going missing. You're accusing me of shit, like, but your daughter has it, but then you continue to accuse me. Like, baby, I don't need anything from you. I have everything that I need. If I need to buy anything, I'll buy it for myself. I don't need to steal anything. I've never been a thief. That's one thing about me. You can ask anybody that knows me. I've never been known to be a thief. I just felt super offended by that whole situation. But other than that, you know, I made my little coin. She gave us $5 tips. Like, okay, whatever. Like, $5 does not negate the fact that I've been at your house for over 5 hours. And I'm just cleaning up this line right here underneath my to make my eyeshadow nice and crisp for when I do my liner. And this does kind of help give you provide a guideline for your liner and how your liner is gonna sit on the face. So just take your time doing that. But yeah, I just felt like that situation was so horrible. And like, I've had situations where I've been to people's houses to do their makeup and their houses were hot as fuck. But at least they were ready for me to do their makeup, so I was in and out. Instead of me sitting there all day. You know what I mean? Like, it was just horrible. It was just horrible. But at least I sold some lashes, so that was a plus. So I'm going in with my HD powder, and I'm just going to set my under eyes because my under eyes do tend to crease. I have some creaseful eyes. They're very tiny. I have my dad's really small eyes. I don't have my mom's eyes. And honestly, I'm over this powder. I just picked it up because we were in quarantine. But like I said, now the Sephora's open. Like, I'm going to be making my way over to Sephora very, very soon. Because I'm tired of using this cheap-ass makeup. I fucking hate this cheap-ass fucking shit. I'm sorry. Excuse my language. But other than that, yeah, guys, I'm at Kelly Stamps. I'm going to insert where she gave me a little shout-out on her video. I meant to insert it on my...
You know, I ran into this girl, Hillary. Like, Kelly, I do nails. Like, she's a nail tech. Like, there's...
last video, but I guess I got a little distracted. And forgot. But yeah, that was like, it was so cool. I literally saw her, and I'm like, to my boyfriend, I'm like, that's Kelly Stamps. And I'm like, that's a YouTuber. I watch her. I didn't even know she was in New York. I'm like, I watch her or whatever. And he's like, you want me to call her for you? And I'm like, at that point, she was already walking away from Washington Square. So I'm like, I don't know if that girl wants attention on her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she wants to cause a scene, just in case people do know who she is. And they're like, oh my gosh, Kelly Stamps. I was like, it's not going to be me. I'm not going to be the one causing that commotion. So, yeah, my boyfriend's like, you want me to call her? I'm like, nah, forget it. Like, that time already passed. But I'm like, I know who that is. I watch her, right? So I'm taking my Fenty and I'm just carving out my cheekbones. So we're going to the car now. It's probably been like 2 or 3 hours since I saw her, and we see her again. But this time, you guys know I'm pregnant. Please don't judge me. I'm peeing behind the car. So I'm peeing behind the car, and I'm like, babe, that's her. He's like, you want me to call her? I'm like, yeah. He's like, Kelly. Mind you, I'm peeing behind the car. So I'm like, oh my God. Trying to hurry, pull my pants up. Because we're in the city, and like, there was nowhere for me to pee. And I was just planning on like peeing and leaving. So he calls her. She comes back. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I had to like pull my pants up real quick. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Kelly. Like, I watch your YouTube. Like, you know, you seem so chill. Just coming and speaking to me, you know, because a lot of people would be like, oh shit. They saw me. Let me get my ass in the house. You know what I mean? So she's being super chill or whatever. And she's like, we're talking, we're chatting. And I'm like, let her know that I do my nails. I do my own nails and stuff. And I have a YouTube that I just started or whatever. Actually, I didn't even tell her I had a YouTube. Somehow she found it when she gave me a shout out. But she said she gave me a shout out. And then I was like, can you shout out my YouTube if you can? Because it was kind of last minute. So I don't know if she found it after I said that, or if she already had like kind of spied and found it. But she did link my YouTube to her video, which I thought was super sweet. And I just like shit like that. I really appreciate and respect people like that, because she could have easily been like, who the fuck is this? Like, I don't know who you are. You're nobody. Like, you know what I mean? But she didn't do that. She's very down to earth. And we took a picture. We took a photo. I'm gonna insert that as well. So yeah, I'm just like blending everything out at this point. And then I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro Face in my complexion. And I'm just gonna blend everything out. Just give myself some color and blend out the contour and the whiteness, since I don't want the contour to be super harsh today. But yeah, that was dope. I really appreciate it. Yeah, other than that, the sun's going down now. I don't know if you guys see. I'm so happy that it's not, excuse me, shining in my freaking eyes. And the reason why I'm using like these brushes instead of my big fluffy ones is because I just really need to wash my brushes, especially since I did everybody else's makeup. So I'm going in with a slightly darker, just to contour just a slight bit, but not too much. And if you guys hear anything, it's my neighbors like with their kids and stuff. Honestly, I think this foundation might be too dark for me because I don't get any freaking sun anymore. But we make it work. We make it. So yeah, now I'm going in with this palette right here. It's so dirty. I'm sorry. My Chantel Calais, because they have really light pink colors. So I'm gonna go in with one of the more, this color pink right here, and mix it a little bit with this one and just get like a nice blush tone. This is what I like to call e-girl blush, the really light blush. That's what I like to call e-girl blush. Like anime blush. And then I'm just gonna, of course, put some on my nose because that's what we do now. Not too much. And then I'm gonna go in with those 3 colors that were on the top and just grab a little highlight. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a very subtle highlight. It's not anything too crazy. But I do want to bring it down the face. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Bring it down a little bit. Tip of my nose. Do a little bit on the bridge. Brow bone. Forehead. And you guys excuse my front, so I'm gonna fix it. And now I'm gonna go in with this Fenty Beauty How Many Crystals Diamond Balm. I love it. Like, I love it. Dominique gave this to me because she like doesn't use it, and it kind of got melted. But I was like, girl, once I swatched it, I was like, girl, what are you doing with this? Like, she's like, you want it? I'm like, hell yeah, I want this shit. So yeah, just take it, and you guys see that shimmer is so pretty. And just go in right here, and you guys are catching that highlight. I just put it on the top part of my face, and then a little bit on my nose, on the tip of my nose, and a little bit on the tip of my lip. Now I'm just gonna go in, do my eyeshadow, sorry. Do my eyeliner, put my lashes on, spray my face with Fix Plus so that I don't look so ashy. Put my lip gloss on, and I'll be right back with the final result. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I know I said I was gonna fix my frontal, but ain't nobody got time for that. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna take all this makeup off anyways. But this is the final look. What I actually did was I wound up putting my eyeliner, going back into that palette, putting a little bit of pink underneath my eyes, and I went on top of my eyeliner with this Urban Decay Heavy Metal glitter. It's like a purple glitter, so I went over the eyeliner with that, and on my lips I used the Urban Decay Vice palette that my friend actually gave me. It's so cute. It comes with all these different lips. So what I did was I outlined my lip with this one, filled it in with this one, and then I just went in with this random purple matte in the center. Just to create an ombre. And threw on this little pea hat, and that was basically it. I mean, beret. I don't know why I always call it a pea hat and call the coats the pea coats, like, but this is the final look. So let me know if you guys like this type of content. Let me know if you guys like this type of content. Let me know if you like makeup videos, if you like these type of looks. Just let me know what you want to hear, what you want to see, what you want to experience with me, whatever you want to call it. Let me know. I'll definitely be sure to put out more content like that. If you guys want nail videos, I'll do nail videos. If you guys want makeup, if you guys like talk throughs like this, if you like the speed through makeup videos where I don't really talk, I just, you know, speed through it and do voiceovers, let me know. Give me some feedback. Yeah, that's basically it. And guys, like, I know my face is looking super bloated right now. Like, my nose is looking big, my face is looking bloated, but this is the pregnancy. This is what comes with it. I have to keep telling myself I'm gonna get my face back. So just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I think the next look I'm gonna do is probably gonna be really snatched, like jawline snatched, eyeliner to the gods, like. But yeah, let me know. And I'm gonna put a poll up on my Instagram of what color scheme you guys want to see for my next video, and just let me know. Give me feedback, and you know, every like, every comment, every share counts. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it, especially coming from a tiny little channel like mine. But I never even thought to myself that I would even get to the 80 subscribers mark. Honestly, I remember when I only had 7. So slowly but surely I'm climbing up the ladder, and you know, I'm making a name for myself. But yeah, if you guys like this type of content, definitely I'll keep you guys posted. But definitely keep me posted for what you guys want to see, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.